Okay, we're at the start of a Blackwing Lair that has had a bit of an auspicious start. Not exactly the best sign. We at first had a ninja pull, and then some people Hearthstone out of the raid when it was a ninja pull, and like not everyone was ready, and then everyone died. So we've repopped all our consumables one time so far. But this time it'll be fine. This is this group's actual first attempt at clearing the black trial. The weekly trial this week is black, and we're not sure if we're going to be able to do it. So we enabled 4 trials, so in case we decide we're not good enough to do black, we can disable black and then still get the 3 trial chest at the end. You just can't re-enable trials once you've started, so that's why we're doing the 4 here. That's the plan. I'm on my tank rogue with Thunder Fury. We're going to be main tanking the whole run. It'll be great. We got Taiwan tanking with us for the bosses that we need extra tanks. And, yeah, I mean, we're hoping to pick up a couple more tier pieces. It'll be good. We're mind controlling Razorgore. Look, the Chromatic Drake is out. They're generally putting range DPS on the Drake and melee staying on the other adds. So they got a good split of damage. That's at least what the plan was. And it's pretty good. As it is with all the VODs that go onto YouTube, we'll have timestamps of when we start each boss. So if you want to skip ahead to something, you can. How's the Drake doing? 25%? That's good. Looks like the coverage of the ads is decent also. Get this one. And I should be able to get one more egg before this mind control fades. Get in position. Get right here. Go, 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 go. 4 seconds left. It's popped. Go over here. Chill. Click. Good. Easy mind control, remind control, whatever. Crack this egg. I'm going to save that middle one to be the last one. And, yeah, Black Trial, you know, I honestly, I don't think it's as scary as a lot of people make it out to be. I think, it doesn't make it that much harder. So I think we have good odds of being able to be successful here and, clear it. But time will tell. It basically does nothing on Vaelestrasz. The only thing it does on Vaelestrasz is it makes it so the burning adrenaline that gets applied to a tank also immobilizes the tank. But, like, the tanks don't generally plan on moving anyways. You know? Chromaggus was the worst. I think we're going to do okay on Chromaggus. Like, on Chromaggus, the sequence of 5 breaths, you can just line of sight all 5 of them. Gonna have to hit one more mind control here. We run him away, giving us a little extra time to re-click the orb so he doesn't, like, cause any problems. Three eggs left. Do, 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 do. 2 eggs left. Can I do this fireball thing? Yep. Last egg. I'll count it down. I'll count it down. Spawning in 3, 2, 1. Simon conflagged. good. Everything's going fine. Boss is dead. Simon Complex. Alright. First boss down, Black Trial. What do we get? Intelligence findings. That's good for me. Draconian gloves. Gloves of rapid evolution. I'll just roll this out of 100, I think. I'm not trying to burn a 101 on that. I don't think it's super duper important as a tank. And plus, I say this now, but I'm gonna say it's pretty common. We'll save our 101 roll for something else. That's our loot system where, if you really want an item, you can roll out of 101, and that roll has priority over anyone who rolls out of 100. It's just anyone who rolling 101 gets it over someone who's doing 100. Once you win an item with a 101 roll, you cannot roll 101 again. Sprint into the room. Simon's going far side. Someone just called out on voice, "Oh shit, I ran into the room." Alright, we've aggroed all the goblins. We're good. Didn't lose any of them. I did make one mistake on that Razorgore. I hit a Saber Slash, one Saber Slash before putting up my Blade Dance. And it's really important that you do all your Saber Slashes after Blade Dance is up, because Blade Dance gives you a huge attack power bonus. So you want your, because your Saber Slashes will save whatever attack power value you, like, cast them at. So you want to cast them all with the highest attack power value. Okay, what do we got for potions? Fire. What's here? 20 minutes on those, 10 minutes on that. So we'll get a 10-minute food buff. Vaelestrasz Black Trial should have no meaningful changes. The change to Vaelestrasz Black Trial is the burning adrenaline he puts on the tanks will immobilize them, but the tanks aren't really planning on moving anyways. Ain't planning on moving, and I ain't planning on dying either. Yeah, pain suppression would be great. Ober, do you want us unbooning here? I think, we can... Or not? Not? Okay, that's fine. Alright, they're going over the strategy. Boom. Boom. What else do we need? Booze. Oh, we could have used chili. Do I have chili? Surely I have chili. Yeah, there we go. Alright, who do I think is going to do the most threat? Probably Null Alien. Wedding band him. They're going over the... They're going over the defensive cooldown rotation. How do I get your playlist? You don't. They're local files on my computer. They're not really shared. Roger that.
Too late, friends.
Alrighty.
I cannot control myself.
What's this? Why did I get this? I didn't put a potion. Alright. We're gonna pre-pop a Blade Flurry and a Void Touch Leather Glove and a Greater Stone Shield Potion.
I must release it.
This can go right now. All the other buffs are good. Okay. 9 seconds.
Death, destruction.
5, 4, 3, 2,
No,
1.
I must fight this.
I did that wrong, opener. Okay. Alright, we're committed. Burning Adrenaline is on. We're just saving our evasion till we feel like we need it. But mostly we should just take fire damage and not super duper worry about what's going on here. I just gotta eat this green. Evasion used. Saw my health dip low. Might go down here. I'm a little worried. Easy peasy. Alright, what do we got? Primeval. Oh, the legs! We need the legs. The legs are good for us. I actually might do my bonus roll on those legs. Legs are super good. We get to put a tank enchant on them too. Alright, we gotta pay attention to the loot. Yeah, we will at least attempt every boss in Black Trial. You know, if we're nowhere close, we might disable it. But you know, if I think we can do it, we should do it. You know, it is a 15% difference in loot, so we get a substantial reward for pushing through that. All right, what's coming up next? Okay, I'm going 101 on those legs. I want to get the legs, man. That's my one bonus roll, so we'll have to be a roll out of 100 for everything else. Just letting the loot be finished up so we can be focused on the combat. Alright, we got someone open micing. Someone was on voice activation and their air conditioning activated. What was the damage on that one? We did a lot of damage. Yeah. Okay, so next pack has Death Talon, Wormkin. We're gonna focus those. Kill those first. We'll pull it and fight it in this doorway here. Any questions? I think it's straightforward enough. We just blast it. Well, the other times I've tried to have people hibernate them, it just like didn't happen very much. So it's just like, you know, whatever. I think we just blast it and focus the Wormkins.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I'm getting absolutely destroyed. Alright, that was a bit more violent than I remember it being. We'll take the next pack a little more serious. Yeah, I feel like when I try to tell people to hibernate, it just doesn't happen. You know, so like, why bother? I was like, oh, we need to hibernate. And they hibernate it one time, and then it breaks, and then they don't hibernate it again. Or something like that. It's okay. Alright, move into the room and to the right. This time, let's try a hibernate strategy. There is one Wormkin, and Shweddy, I would like you to spam... Oh, Dumeme is volunteering? Sure. Spam hibernate, Dumeme. Not just once, over and over. We got a skull and X marked. Taiwan, do you want to take the captain, and then I will take the other mobs? I think that's a okay split. Sure thing. Roger that. Okay.
5,
Here's pull timer.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh god. I have green, I'm running. And we're dead. Yeah. It is what it is. Getting green right on the pull definitely didn't help either. Oh well. No big deal. Only 2 deaths. Alright. Alright, rogues, I hope you have your filters cowls ready to stealth and disarm a bunch of traps. Go like this. And like this. We're going to try to pull most of the elites in this room before we enter the trap area. Right, so we'll just kind of pull them back to where we are here, fight most of them. This. One more potion. There we go. Okay, pulling. Nolan, or anyone else who wants to shoot the guys at far range, you can bring them in. Little Thistle Tea action there. Dropping that green puddle. Okay, never mind. Does Black Trial add to 3 Drakes functioning levers for Fire? Firemaw just casts 1 additional, like, AoE damage spell. Like, the fight, like, mechanically doesn't change at all. Alright, let's start moving up a little bit. We pulled a lot of these. All right. We switch into a helmet that has focused attacks, so we can just mow down these ads with Fan of Knives like this. I think Taiwan is there. I need to be back here. I can also disarm that trap. Alright, we're trying to move across into the cubbies on the far side. Can't see anything. Alright, a lot going on. Green is up, that's fine. One more elite. Oh, other tank had him. I didn't need to taunt that there. Okay, sweet. Let's go into this cubby here. We'll chill for a little bit, talk about how the boss is gonna go. It's not too complicated. I'm gonna go over it pretty quick. The new thing that happens when we have Black Trial enabled is when the boss gets to 50% health, he'll go from wherever he is to watch diamond, right about here. He just teleports there, and then he'll stay here. He'll be immobile until someone goes in melee range, then he just starts moving again. And that's it. That's the only, he just teleports one time during the fight, and then you, and then you, like, just run to him, and then you bring him back to the spot we're in right now. So the plan's gonna be, we're gonna shoot him, like, with a hunter or a pet or something is gonna bring him in. Tanks are gonna be in this corner here. See where Diamond is, jumping up and down. So that means the boss will be, like, approximately there, which gives Melee a great spot to stand against this wall without getting knocked back too far by the blast wave. He does have a threat reduction mechanic. It may have to switch over from me to Taiwan if my threat gets scuffed, but should be fine. The tank positioning after the teleport is, I mean, pretty much the same. We're going to try to drag him back right to the same spot, but we're going to have to move out and grab him because he's going to be immobile until he's pulled back to there. The lightning traps cannot be disabled. There we go. Let's see. On booning, you have too many of that item already. Alright, let's ready check it. Some things do scuff this and cause us to be perpetually in combat. It's just like unboon if you can. We're not going to wait for every single person to get out of combat. It's just kind of the way it is. This one's a little scuffed. No, I had combo points and now I don't. Boss incoming. Give it a moment. He's kind of chilling over there. Okay. Alright, he's at 64%. We're going to see the teleport soon. Ooh, that's a charge. Alright, Taiwan's going to get him. He's coming back. Perfect. Still got good threat, but gotta just moving him. Okay. That's basically it, yeah. Yeah, that didn't look like a threat wipe from the teleport. I still had like 300 threat. Good work. Black Brood, Draconian, Ancient, thingy, whatever. Rebooning.
Big
There you
fog
go.
damage.
Alright, we're switching into our Fan of Knives stuff again. Yellow One TV, thank you. Thank you for the Prime. I appreciate your support. I hope you're having a great day. Alright, let's switch here and switch there. Okay, next couple pulls, we're gonna fight right in this doorway. It's important that you stay on the sides, like right side like this, and where Moon is there, out of line of sight to let everything come in. A lot of these are casters where, like, if you go out here, because, like, you want to cast a spell or some bullshit, they will just stop moving and start casting at you. So we really want everyone over to this side. And that will make the mobs funnel in properly. As soon as the loot's done, I'll put up a pull timer so you know what's happening. There will be, not in the first pull, but in the second pull and third pull, there will be mobs called Spellbinders, and if the rogues go on the Spellbinders, that's great. They're immune to all magic attacks, and they cast a flame strike that you want to interrupt. So you got kicks and kidneys. Sweet. Okay, I think the loot's all handled now.
5,
Look alive. We'll
4,
bring in this first
3,
pack here.
2, 1.
Wonderful. Going for next pack. Incoming. Band of Knives works really well, I would say. Really enjoying the Fan of Knives situation on these tech packs. Good. Those have been very good. Those are dangerous dangerous packs with all the bombs going off. Now we have to pull the one on the left, correct? So we can go boss next, you're saying? Okay. Basically, every time I've tried to do this boss, how it pulled has been inconsistent. Okay, we will have 2 tanks. One tank will be right here, and one tank will be right here. The boss will just stay here. We want everyone to drink a fire protection potion and a nature protection potion if you have it. So drink the first one right now. We'll talk about the strategy. We'll hit the second potion, then we'll pull. I just drank my fire. If you have Heat 3 like resistance sets from Molten Core, it is very good to run, 200-ish fire resistance on this boss. You're going to get stacks of a stacking fire debuff called Flame Buffet, and you just take increasing damage while you're in line of sight, so eventually you get like 6 or 7 stacks. You just have to run out of line of sight and wait so you don't do any damage. It's absolutely a damage gain to have this fire resist on. And the second thing that the fire resist does is you resist these flame buffets, you resist the damage, you don't take any damage. Anytime you take spell damage from this boss, you're going to get a charge of lightning, which is a different stacking debuff. And that one doesn't do anything until it gets to 10 stacks, and then you explode and do lightning damage to everyone around you. That's what the nature potion is for. The resistance and the 2 different protection potions, the idea is we slow the accumulation of fire debuffs and lightning charge debuffs at all times. This is actually not an optional thing. I'm not giving you a choice to wear fire resist. If you have fire resist, you need to be wearing fire resist here. Right, so the tanks are going to be here and here, like I said. 1, 2. He will occasionally wing buff it, and we might need a tank swap. Boss will be approximately here. So melee can be fighting him around here. Range DPS can be back in Broodlord room, easily able to line of sight if you need to. Healers should be able to be in line of sight like this, without being in line of sight of the boss. So they can heal the tanks, but not get the flame stacks as the healers like this. Look where Diamond is now. And then melee, you can either run out to the healers if you need to. That's what I would recommend. You can also line of sight around this corner, but then, like, you're not in line of sight of the healers, so it's maybe kind of iffy. If you get a bunch of lightning stacks, like when you hit 8 or 9 lightning stacks, you need to run out. You can't be exploding the lightnings in the raid. You need to run away from the boss, or away from everyone else, but still in line of sight of the boss. So, like, over here is going to be good for the range DPS to do. So they're in line of sight of the boss, but they're not going to explode the lightning on anyone else. So, look where Diamond is. This is the spot for range and healers to go if you have too many lightning stacks. Melee DPS can go there as well, or they can go deeper into the Firemaw room. Yep, that's about it. Does anyone have any questions? You need to have your Onyxia Scale Cloak equipped as well. Also, not optional. Your protection potion cooldown should be up by now. I drank a fire, I'm about to drink a nature. Alright. You grab him.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Incoming. Too far in the corner. Trying to rip the boss back, but I cannot. There, boss back on me. Evasion up. Boss on Simon. Oh well, it's going fine. Let's see. Second nature potion. I think maybe I was supposed to taunt back after the first wing buff. Maybe that's what went kind of wonky. I wasn't really thinking about that. Yeah, good work. Ooh, another leg. Sweet. We'll let people focus on the loot, so, and then we'll resume pulling. Let's see. We want to switch back into a more normal tanking set. But we do want focus attacks and fan of knives. Should have rolled male orc. Yeah, I mean, look, 2 of my rogues are male orcs. They're pretty good. Alright, what's the loot situation? Primeval leggings. Who won those? 93 from Dumeme. Sweet. Okay. I believe that's the last loot item. Bring this next pack right around the corner here, right to here.
2, 1.
Hey. I moved in once I saw them start casting, so I thought it was scuffed already, and then I think I scuffed more of them, but that can happen sometimes. Like, I shot it, and then I moved out, and then when I saw one of them start casting bomb, I moved back in. Any raid gear I should be rocking to tank things like Ubers? If you're... The main thing is you want 2 pieces of Night Slayer battle armor. It's absolutely massive game changer for dungeon tanking. Repair bot is down. Marked it with square. Want everyone to repair. Great. Did we have a third tank? Gotcha. Okay. Taiwan, you take the big boy. Manzar, you take Skull, and I will try to take the 2 unmarked in back. We want all the tanks with FAP here. Wait, I need one more potion. There we go. Okay. Threat is gonna be a little scuffed on these if we have vulnerabilities, you know? So be careful. Oh, I taunted the wrong one. God, I fucking hate mobs that have vulnerabilities, 4 different mobs, 3 different tanks, and players hitting a high threat global 2 seconds into the fight. That's just how it goes. Alright, we should... Okay. We should go back to Shuriken. Alright. This is going to be another tech packs, and it's really important that everyone stays behind this line here. I'm going to pull them all the way around the corner. I don't want people going here. Nope. Here, okay. Here, not okay. Very important. So Firelog, I need you to move. Mushumi, I need you to move. Ocelot, over into the cubby. We'll get the pull good this time, hopefully. Alright, incoming. Now you can move. kick there. That was good. Good stuff. Well executed. We'll move up for the next one. This one, I want everyone behind this line. If you're up on the flat portion here, you're wrong. You need to be on the curved portion here, and we'll do a couple pulls in this position. Alright, I'm going to get the first one, which is going to be the one on the left. Incoming. That. There has been some Starfall. It's okay. Starfall. This is now a Simonized raid. The other raid leader has to go, had to bounce. And in Simonized raids, Starfall is allowed. Okay. Sweet. Good work. Same positioning for the next 2 pulls. So hang tight. I'll get the next group. Ready, set, incoming. Excellent priest bubble positioning. Great. Always got to do positive reinforcement, okay? Keep the morale high. Morale is how you kill bosses in Classic WoW, okay? Green explosion thingy. One more pull, same location. Going up for it now. Ready, set, incoming. Round the corner on the slanted part of the ramp. Spellbinder. Other Spellbinder just got off a Flame Strike. Not that time, though. God, I can barely see anything. Alright, sweet. We now have a triple Wormguard pull. Simon's going to take the one far left, Manzar's got the middle, and Taiwan will take the one on the right. Tanks, you'll want to free action potion for this. If a mob has a vulnerability, you know, it might be smart to not blast it in the first 2 seconds. Tank threat can be kind of scuffed on these.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Simon spinning. But on skull is bad. I actually didn't have a FAP available. Because I think I armor potioned on the previous pull, that's why my FAP was on cooldown. Simon spinning again. Okay, sweet. I am gonna check our DPS this week relative to last week to try to make an estimation of if we should stack and cleave this boss. Whether we stack and cleave it or not, we want to have both the Shadow Protection and Fire Protection Potion active, so drink one of those right now. I'm going to pull up some logs and see if we're close on the damage numbers, so give me just a moment to discern that. Okay, we're looking at raid for this week versus raid for last week. I think Simonized. Broodlord. It's probably a fine DPS check. Wait, was I not logging last week? Oh, we were doing heroic last week. Broodlord, we had 39,000 DPS on Broodlord, and this week we're not live logging. Alright. Can you, send the link to me? Or post it somewhere I can see it? Guild chat, something. Discord. Wait a second. That was not good. Forward. Broodlord. 39 versus 29? That's very different. Let me look at this one versus this one. Firemaw, we did 32. Here we did 29. Yeah, okay. The DPS this week is less than it was last week, so we are not going to attempt the stack and cleave strat. We were very close with it last week, about a 3-second margin, so with lower raid DPS, we are not going to do that. So this is how it's going to work. We're going to have all 3 tanks tanking the mobs, and we're going to have 1 healer paired with each of the tanks. Let me check who are my healers. Okay, Loaf, I want you to follow Taiwan. Wherever Taiwan goes, you go, and your primary job is healing Taiwan. Clanictula, I want you to follow me. You're going to follow me, Simonize. I'm going to give myself another mark. That's Diamond Mark. So you follow me wherever I go. You follow, and you heal me primarily. And then Cowbee, your job is to follow Manzar, who will be tanking also. And he is going to be Triangle Mark. Right. So the mobs will be tanked far apart. Ebonroc can be pushed, back to the pillar that's behind him, and Firemaw can go, or Flamegor can go over to the wall near Chromaggus. We'll have melee DPS start on Ebonroc and range DPS start on Flamegor. We'll split it up. The damage dealers generally should be swapping every time you get to a 4th mark. You just go over to the other one. The tanks and their assigned healers are gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna start on Ebonroc, and Taiwan will start on Flamegor. And we will pull them into our positions. Our assigned healers will follow us, but Manzar and Cowbee, you guys will just chill right down here, and you'll just wait for like the first 3 seconds. Once you see the raid gains 2 marks from Ebonroc, you'll move up, and then you'll move up right on top of Ebonroc and wait for that 3rd mark. And as soon as that 3rd mark goes out, Manzar, you'll taunt off of me, and then I'll book it to go taunt off of Flamegor, and then from there, the tank rotation is very simple. You know, we're just constantly moving back and forth, and as soon as you get to someone, you taunt off of them, and then they start moving. Does that make sense, Manzar and Taiwan? Do you understand how that's working? Great. Great, okay. With Black Trial, there will be a stop and go mechanic, which can sometimes impede your ability to move where you want to move. You will occasionally get a debuff that is either called stop or go. If it is stop, you have to stop moving. It's a movement mechanic. You know, red light, green light type of thing. If you move while the stop debuff is out, you will take a lot of damage and probably die. So even if you're trying to swap between one side or another, if stop goes out, you just have to stop, chill, you know, deal with it. If go happens, then everyone has to move, and it can be a little scuffed with the tanks. You want to be moving forward constantly as the go debuff is out. Right. Otherwise, you take damage if you stand still while the go debuff's out. Right, yeah, I mean, the DPS will swap back and forth. There may be a call to, like, focus more DPS on one or the other, but for the damage dealers, it's largely up to you to just switch to the other side when, you know, when you have 4 debuffs so you don't take too much damage. Does anyone have any questions about how this is supposed to go? Zugblast, if you want to run Riptide, sure. Jurass asking about splitting groups. Yeah, I wanted to have melee DPS generally start on Ebonroc and range DPS start on Flamegor, just to have an approximate split of the DPS. If you have a second protection potion to drink, you should be able to do that now. Great, so Shwedi, if you want to move at 3 as a damage dealer, you're welcome to do that. And let's see, so we have a good split. I had 5 healers. I only assigned 3 of them to tanks. Let's say Shakurate, you start near Ebonroc with the melee, and Ocelot, you start near Flamegor with the range. Last question, unboon. No, let's not unboon for this. We're doing the dad strat anyways. We're not gonna achieve high parses. You know, we'll save that for if we need it for like Chromaggus or a challenging fight. This should not be challenging. It should just be slow, a little bit tedious, and we'll collect some loot. Alright, ready check if you are ready to pull the boss. Oh, my Twitch chat is telling me there's a trank shot mechanic that I should be concerned about. Hopefully my hunters can handle that. Let's say Mushimi, you start on Ebonroc, and Noelin start on Flamegor, so there's 1 hunter on each target. Great, so everyone's ready. Manzar hanging out until there's 2 marks, then you're coming to Ebonroc. Everyone else knows where you're going.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lean on Simon, gonna need a little extra heals. That's a stop moving mechanic. Alright, we're at 2 marks. Manzar, you should be moving in. It's okay. soon as that third mark hits, you can taunt off of me. This is a go mechanic. Move, move, move. Third mark. Ebonroc's on Manzar. Simon is moving to Flamegor. Taunting Flamegor in 3, 2, 1. Flamegor's on Simon. He should be. I see him moving in now. That's a stop mechanic. Stop moving. Simon's dead. I forgot Cloak. Oh my god. That's my fault. That's my fault. Yep, that's my bad. Wrong Cloak. This is why I don't raid lead, you guys. I don't normally raid lead. That one's on me. I forgot to equip my Onyxia Cloak. I was too busy explaining all the other strategies. Damn it. I apologize. Alright, PH Stewart, the boss is targeting you. Yeah, please. When we wipe, don't try to save yourself, just die so we get the boss, you know, reset and we can move along. Zone back in, we'll run back. We will have to re-clear the suppression area, so we'll have to group together there. Yeah, I apologize, that one's just totally on me. And Taiwan, on the tank swaps, I would just go, like, once it's taunted off, I just go directly to the other one, and just taunt it ASAP, because there's going to be additional delay for that tank to then get back to the first boss. Alphin's redeemed change hat. Alright, 1,500 channel points, you get this one. Yeah, I mean, that was, honestly, that was all looking good, and, like, you guys did good, and I just made a stupid blunder that kind of cost the raid to everything there, so I apologize. Yes. I had Loaf assigned to Taiwan, Clanictula assigned to Simonize, and Cowbie assigned to Manzar. And then Shakurate is going to start near the Ebonroc group, and Ocelot is going to start near the Flamegor group. Mushumi is going to start, for Hunters, is going to start on Ebonroc. Nalailin is going to start on Flamegor. And then all the other, like, physical DPS will start on melee, physical DPS, whatever, will start on Flamegor. All the caster and range DPS will start on Flamegor, if you didn't get any other assignment. Did you get your last Dream Eater today? I got my second Dream Eater. This rogue still needs Dream Eater. Sweet. All those whelps are cleared out. Oh, and we got a zoom buff. Nice. Good time to hit your fire protection, shadow protection. Start those cooldowns. Any other elixirs or flasks you need to eat or refresh or whatever. How DPS as a tank versus full DPS? I don't know what you mean by that question, Rude Clizzy. Okay, food buff is out. Let's see, fire resist buff. Mug buff is out. We're gonna get a sebaceous poison. Change this ring to one that doesn't suck ass. How about this one? Okay. Anything else weird? This should be poison knife. There we go. Okay, keep with the buffing, the mana-ing, and the drinking. Send out this ready check when you're all ready to go. You've got all your buffs, you're ready to pull the
Big
boss.
pog damage.
Don't expect everyone to be ready right now.
Smile.
Decklol coming in with a tier 1. Thank you very much for 4 months of support. I appreciate that. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you. Is this Sod-ing? This is Season of Discovery, yes. Simonize needs a alpha, please. Check my other tanks if they have alpha. Taiwan's got alpha. Manzar doesn't actually super need it. And, yeah, double check for your Onyxia cloaks. There are shadow flames here. If you want to be safe, you should, yes. But, you know, if everything goes according to plan, you won't need them. Alright, we had a few people not here. We're not ready, I mean. Okay, everyone has marked ready. I'm gonna move up a little bit and we'll give us a pull timer. The plan is the same. You guys did good.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think my blunderbuss failed to connect. Stop moving. Second mark is out. Manzar, you should be moving in. Go, mechanic, move. Third stack's up, please taunt. Mobs on Manzar, Simon's moving to Flamegor. Taunting Flamegor in 3, 2, 1. Flamegor's on Simon. Evasion's up for Simon. How's the tank swap on Ebonroc? Stop moving? Keep moving. Roger that. Count it in. Roger that. Simon's moving to Ebonroc. Movement mechanic. Move, move, move. Haunting Ebonroc in 3, 2, 1. Evan's at 30. What do we got, Flamegor? Roger that. Simon's moving. Not right now, though. Stop moving. Now I'm moving. Healths are pretty even. Haunting Flamegor in 3, 2, 1. Flamegore's on Simon. Keep it going, doing great. Flamegor is about to die. Finish Ebonroc. He's got a bit of health. He's going to be enraged slightly. Everyone in, burn him down as quick as you can. Excellent. Good work. Careful, don't go near... What? What? Kill it. Come over to this side. Come over to this side. We got those big guys that just ran into the room. Ocelot, if you can move towards us. Alright, let's take a moment, hand out the loot. Draconian Hood, Ancient Helm, Ebony Flame Gloves. Cool stuff. Ember Weave Leggings and a Rejuvenation Gem. Sweet. Yeah, the thing for 4 trials is we've never done black before with this group, so we're not sure if we're going to be able to do it. We want to do black trial because it's the weekly to get the bonus loot. However, if we decide that we can't do it and need to remove the black trial, we want to still have 3 trials remaining so we can get the 3 trial chest. Drop rate on Rejuve Gem? I don't know. So do they... I guess they resurrect if one of them doesn't die in time? Is that it? I thought they just enraged. I didn't actually realize that they fully resurrected. Alright, you can remove your Onyxia cloaks. That was good. That was good. Would have happened the first time if I didn't fuck up. Now the big question is, which breaths do we get on Chromaggus? I think if we get lucky and we don't get time lapse as one of his breaths, it'll be good. But first we got to deal with these worm guards, and then we'll deal with Chromaggus. If you want to drink like a frost or nature or fire protection potion now, that's fine. Tanks should keep their potions available for free action potion though. Let's see. Looks like everyone's alive. So we'll handle this trash pull. Just ready check, make sure everyone's good. Was that the last of the loot? Yeah, I think that was the last of the loot. Okay. Simon will be on far left. Manzar, middle. Taiwan, far right. This guy, I think, is AFK.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Every raid ID is different. It's not like per server for which breaths he does. It's rolled per raid ID. The like bonus trial is like per server, right? Like that's the same for everyone, but each raid instance of Blackwing Lair Chromaggus can roll different breaths. Hone cake. Stack on this blue. Okay, sweet. Chromaggus on Black Trial is one that is meaningfully different than it is on non-Black Trials. Manzar, if you want to go into your DPS set. Oh, hang on. I'm being told there's still loot on one of the bosses that we must have missed. Yeah, Manzar will be at DPS. Taiwan, you'll be my backup tank. Oh, yeah, there's a Draconian Hood over here, Gangle. I don't know if you want to roll that out. Thank you, Vaelestrasz. We'll let that roll out, and then we'll focus on the strategy. So I'll hang tight for a little moment. Frost Potion, Fire Potion, and Nature Potion are all good here. Okay, there was no rolling that needed to be done. It was just forgot to be assigned. Okay, great. So first thing first, positioning. Most of the raid is going to be over here on this side. The whole boss is like about being in or out of line of sight of the boss. So you want to use these edges and know, where you are when you're in or out of line of sight. The boss is going to be pretty much in the middle of this doorway here, right? Where Simonize is here. So the melee can duck into here to line of sight. Range DPS and healers should just be able to sidestep a little bit back and forth like this. Right. And then me and Taiwan will be over here. The boss is going to be facing this way. And our line of sight location is going to be dipping left and right like this. So we should be in line of sight of the healers. And the advantage of having the tanks over here, I don't know, maybe most people don't do it this way, is that whenever Chromaggus does a fetch on anyone in the raid where he's just going to run off in a random direction, he will just always fall back into the correct position because the tanks are here, so he won't get like out of position when he does fetches. That's why this tank positioning is pretty nice. Right, so you're aware of where you're supposed to be, where you can line of sight. Why would you line of sight? Chromaggus has a bunch of breath attacks, and they will hit not just people in front of him, anyone in line of sight of him. So pretty much all of the breaths you want to be out of line of sight. Right, the one where you don't want to be out of line of sight is time lapse. If he's going to get 1 or 2 random breaths, and he might just never do this. So this is kind of a conditional. Like if he does time lapse, I'm going to want let's see, Loaf is going to be the time lapse healer, and Taiwan is going to be the time lapse tank. So if he does a time lapse, Taiwan's going to line of sight it, and everyone else is going to eat it. That's the one breath where you eat it, instead of intentionally lining it. And that's as his like random breath. The other thing he's going to do, which is what he does on Black Trial, and I apologize, this is a lot, please bear with me just a little bit longer. The thing he does when he's on Black Trial is he will occasionally do a 5-breath sequence, and that's different than the breaths I have been talking about. Loaf is asking, if I'm time-lapse healer, that means I need to LOS it. Right. Loaf, you do not want to get hit by time-lapse. So if you see the time-lapse going, you go like this. And then you'll be focused on healing Taiwan, assuming everything goes according to plan. Because he'll be the tank while everyone else is stuck in the time-lapse. Right. The 5-breath sequence. When he begins a 5-breath sequence, he will be completely immobile. He will go through all 5 of the different breaths, including time-lapse, but the time-lapse as part of the 5-breath sequence, we handle it differently than if it's one of his random breaths. The 5-breath sequence is very simple. You go out of line of sight. Everyone. everyone goes out of line of sight for the 5-breath sequence. Alright. I'm not sure if I muted him personally or if I muted him server-wide. Right. So, that's kind of it, right? The 5-breath sequence, and, like, we're just gonna find out if we have time-lapse as one of the random breaths. And if we don't have time-lapse as one of the random breaths, I swear to God, it's just gonna be way, way simpler. So I really just hope that's the situation. Also, you're occasionally going to get brood afflictions. They're just debuffs that get put on people. They're curses, they're diseases, they're magic debuffs. They do need to be removed. They do mildly nasty stuff, but if someone piles up, I believe 4 of them, or maybe it's all 5, they get permanently mind-controlled for the rest of the fight, and then they're dead. Right. So, if you can decurse and you can dispel and you can whatever, that's fine. Great. So, at the start of the fight, we're just going to take a little bit to position the boss, and then the DPS are going to be able to blast. If he has a vulnerability that makes you do a bunch of extra damage, you might be able to pull off the tank. Please don't do that. Please throttle. I think we're good to go. I don't think most folks have much patience for more explanation, so I would like to send it. Does anyone have any pertinent questions they want answered? I'll send out a ready check. Pertinent means very important. Firelog, you good? Alright, Firelog's good. Ocelot is offline. He's been offline for a little bit. We're not waiting for him to come back. I'm going to send up a pull timer. So remember, give us a little bit of time at the start to get things positioned, and then we're going to find out what the breaths are. I'll try to do my best to call what's happening and what you should do.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spinning. Okay. First breath in about 5 seconds. Don't know what it'll be. There's a frostburn. That's good for us. This is the 5-breath sequence. Everyone line. 4. One more after this. Never mind. That was the last one. I apologize. Repositioning slightly. Evasion's up on Simon. I have to eat that. Repositioning slightly. Perfect. Now we're good. This is the 5-breath sequence. Ever in line. Alright, we're dead. But we got the 2 breaths. We got Incinerate and Frostburn as his random breaths. So that's good information for us. That means we do not have time lapse as a random breath, and the only time he's going to time lapse is when he does his 5 breath sequence. I was not getting decursed, but also a bunch of people died right away. That Frostburn he came out with at the start, a lot of people got hit by that. We do have a timer for the first one. I personally don't have a functioning timer to coordinate between like the 5 breaths and the regular breaths, but you should be in a position on this boss where it takes less than a second for you just to dip to the side and be out of line of sight. So all the breaths, the damaging breaths, you should not be getting hit by them. It's a personal responsibility to be able to line of sight and not get hit by those and not get killed by them. On your way back, the suppression room mobs are dead, so if you've got frost, nature, or fire protection potions, you can drink those up. The frost one is a little scary. That's his frostburn. That's a big damage hit. A frost protection potion is pretty helpful here. Loaf, I would like you to be positioned back with the tanks, actually. And then everyone else does the same thing, but we'll just have one healer back in the tank spot. And you should be able to be off to the side, like perpetually out of line of sight, but in line of sight of the 2 tanks. I don't think anyone else needs to like change their assignment or their positioning, but a lot of DPS did get hit by the breath. Hopefully you've seen how the breath works now and like how we're trying to position the boss. Another kind of weird thing about Classic WoW that is relevant for the melee DPS is if you move your character out of line of sight, but your auto attacks are still queued up, it won't count you as being out of line of sight. So the melees need to both move, and then the easiest way I do it is just press escape to untarget the boss, so it stops my like auto attacks. So when you duck into the corner, you need to either stop your auto attacks or just untarget the boss, which accomplishes the same thing. If you have your auto attacks still queued up, you just still get hit by the thing. It's like just stupid Classic WoW stuff. Does anyone have any questions about how that happened, or what they were doing, or why they died? Shweddy, sure, if you would like to go healing, you can heal. Dugblast asking why is Nefarian there now? Don't worry about it. We don't do anything about Nefarian being there. Alright, let's get our buffs up. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Do this one. I'm missing this one. Yeah, Shweddy, 4 healers should be fine, but we had a lot of people taking breaths. I imagine our success rate goes up if you switch to healing. Like, we had a lot of raid damage there. We'll see if we do better. We should do better, but I would be more comfortable with an extra healer. I think that is improving our success rate. Yeah, on that one, we did have a fair number of debuffs going out, but also I kind of figured a lot of people died, so maybe our debuff, or our, like, cleansing capability was reduced, too. That is something we have to do. That red debuff, disease debuff, can, like, stack up. Okay, considering there weren't a lot of questions, I'm going to throw out a ready check to make sure you have all the buffs that you want to have. I have 6 of them as a tank. I don't know who has been collecting them, so I don't have them to distribute. Shakurate, what do you need? How can we help? I need nothing. You're good? You're good then? Good to pull? But dispels, okay. Alright, Shweddy needs a little bit of mana. Do a pull 20. Remember, at the start, I will need to position the boss, swing him around a little bit, so hold on to your horses for just a moment.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And Loaf, you can come back with us in the tank area. And just be to the left, out of line of sight. Perfect. First breath in about 5 seconds. Tanks will eat it, everyone else should line of sight. Excellent. Very few people got hit by that, that's great. Evasion on Simon. This is 5 breath sequence. Last breath. Moved a little bit, repositioning. Doing rollover. He's just going to sit there. I forgot to explain this. There's going to be meteors on the ground, and you have to move. Watch out for them. They'll spawn soon. There they are. 5 breath sequence. Line of sight. Last breath. Simon's down. I do not right now. I want to look at what was killing us and figure out why we were dying. I'm gonna just review a bunch of the deaths, see what the cause of death was. Okay, what we're gonna do is, we got some people needing to leave. We're gonna remove the black trial and just finish it off. I think this is a little bit too challenging for us right now. Too many people dying to frost breaths, and we are losing a couple raiders. So we will remove the black trial. It should make it a lot easier without that big 5 breath sequence, and then we'll press on, kill the 2. Chromaggus and Nefarian. I think a lot of the deaths were still being in line of sight, just damage dealers getting hit by Frostburn, basically. So that's something we'll have to practice, get a little bit better at. That's not something we can have happening if we're gonna take this boss down. But look alive, we got plenty of loot left to get here. Let's get it. Finish strong. Mages should be doing more. They would be doing more DPS if they lived. But I mean, the problem with almost all the damage dealers is they're just not line of sighting the breaths and they're dying. You know, this that's a issue. Change hat request from Aaron Black. I got you. How about this one? Good time on the run back to hit any protection potions. Yeah, I mean, like, ultimately, if people aren't line of sighting the breaths, we're not gonna make progress, and, you know, we're getting a little late into the raid. It's time to call it, you know, make it easier, finish it out, get the last remaining loot. You know, this isn't the time to, like, wait until a bunch of people figure out how to, you know, strafe left. Or when they to strafe left or whatever. Sachi left? What is Sachi? Is that like a dance move? Shuffle left? Let's see. What else do we need? We need this potion. And we need this potion. In interest of finishing strong, I would like to unboon for this Chromaggus. Everyone has seen Chromaggus. The mechanics are just going to be less. You know, we won't have that 5 breath sequence. We'll have 2 predictable breaths now. And it should be pretty good. We'll unboon, crush this guy, crush Nefarian, and have a good end to the raid. How about that? Let's see, armor, frost, I want fire, yeah, fire. We got frost and fire breaths. He's not going to be doing a nature breath this time, because we removed black trial. Sweet. Okay, Zug AFK 1 minute. So we'll hold tight, and we'll do a ready check soon. Make it happen. Are people actually dying to 5 breaths? I don't know if they're dying to the 5 breath sequence or the single breath, but, like, You gotta line it, like, the number of times I said to line of sight the breaths and the fact that it didn't happen, like, me saying line of sight the breaths more times isn't gonna change anything. Which is why I'm like, okay, we're just removing the black, we're unbooning, we're gonna get it dead. That's what we're doing. I know we had one person go AFK, so we're ready checking, making sure we're all here, making sure we're all ready to rock and roll. You should have your world buffs unbooned. I am gonna look through. Valsting, we need the buffs out. Sweaty, we need the buffs. Idle, we need the buffs. Firelog, we need the buffs. Dumeme, buffs please. Rage Fury, buffs please. Loaf, buffs, please. I know people, like, choose on their own direction to, like, save their buffs or something. That's why I go through, call them out by name. Okay, everyone has marked ready. The buffs are good now. I'd say it's time. Oh, do we want to a cleansing totem in group 2, says Shakrate. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, that group should have a shaman of some sort. Okay, there. Made this. Wait. There was the other swap made also. Okay, groups are fine. Sending a pull 10. Let's do it to it, guys. I'll be able to call out
5,
every breath here.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Sorry, repositioning. I got him too deep in the area. There, that's good. First breath coming in about 8 seconds. About 2 seconds to breath. Line of sight. There it is, back in. Next breath coming in about 8 seconds. Two, one, breath any second now. There it is. Back in. Perfect. Good work. That's it. Rinse and repeat. Breath in 2, 1. Back in. Oh my god. Expose armor, please. 2 parries in a row. Incinerate in 2, 1, line of sight. Perfect. I'm just gonna eat this. Frostburn coming up in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, people getting hit by that one. Uh-oh, uh-oh. No one died, though. Excellent, great work. Chromatic Heart, Taut Dragonhide Shoulder Pads, Primal's Link Waistguard, Draconian Shoulders, Primeval Shoulders. Nice stuff. There's a bunch of sand on the ground if you want to loot some of it, so you have some for next time. Good work, guys. Good work, good work. This is a time for everyone to equip Onyxia Scale Cloaks. I'm equipping mine right now. Gave up on black. Yeah, we wiped twice in a row, mostly to people not line of sighting Frostburn. And I think it's partially due to, like, not having accurate timers for when the breaths are about to happen. Because the DBM doesn't know how to handle the 5-breath sequence compared to the regular breaths. So, like, I couldn't call it out 5 seconds ahead of time. Anyways, with basically just people dying to Frostburn 2 attempts in a row, I was like, fuck it. We're removing black, we're unbooning, and we're finishing the raid. Oh, I have to look for the primeval shoulders. Chromatic heart. 84. That's a good roll. 88. No! No, we were so close. Oh, and then Edwell rolled a 101. Okay, multiple people rolled 101s. We'll finish up with the loot here, so you can focus on the loot. And then I'll do the explanations for Nefarian, which will be very quick. Don't worry about it. It will be quick. Wait, Vaelestrasz, why are you trading me the shoulder? If you already have the shoulder, Vaelestrasz, trade it back to Gangle. Hot dragon hide shoulders. Defense, attack power, stamina. Do they at least look cool? No, they look stupid just like they used to look. They didn't get a new model. Still only legs so far? I mean, legs was the only loot for me so far. Is likely all we're gonna end up with. This is just the way it goes. Yeah, I mean, you gotta keep the raid momentum going. 2 wipes in a row, like, people are gonna be unhappy. You know, just gotta get some success, gotta get some loot in people's bags, you know, so they can get excited again. Is that the last of the loot, Gangle? Or is there more stuff? I'm trying to look. Yeah, okay, it's got skin. So, okay. The loot on Chromaggus is done, so give me 60 seconds of your attention, and we will cover Nefarian strategy. First part of the strategy, equip your Onyxia Scale Cloak. I will probably say it again, but I don't want to say it again. Just equip it. Look where Diamond and X are. Everyone is just going to pile up on Diamond and X. You can do that right now. This is where we'll be positioned for the first phase. We'll be right here. Staying on this side, and we'll just let all the Draconids come to us, and we'll just mow them down when they get to us right here. They'll be coming out of the door on the left, and the door all the way over there on the right, but we won't worry about them. We just let them come to here, and we just mow them down. Great. So we kill like 40 of those or something, and then we go, Nefarian comes down, right? So when Nefarian comes down, we're going to be positioned over here. So, like, the ranged DPS and healers will be in, like, this quadrant area-ish, like this, right? Look where Diamond is now. Boss will be positioned, like, right on top of this skeleton. And Tank, I will be right here, tanking the boss. I will need Fear Wards, because I'll do an AoE Fear. We don't want main tank getting feared, because then the boss is weird. Right, so this is where he's going to be positioned basically the whole time, and pretty much the whole raid. It's going to be over here. Melee can be to his side. He does have a tail swipe that stuns you. He has a cleave and a fire breath that kills you, so you want to be, like, right on the side, kind of like that, not getting hit by either of those. He's going to do a couple things. Like, the main thing that's going to happen is called a class call mechanic. And honestly, most of them are irrelevant, and I'm not going to go through every single one of them. The couple that are relevant are the priest call. If he does a priest class call, it means our 2 healing priests need to stop healing. And because that's a significant amount of our healing, it would be nice if other people try to pick up a little slack when a priest call happens, like other classes that are capable of off healing. It causes priest heals to damage the target instead of heal them or something like that. The priest just can't heal. Right, the hunter one is going to break your ranged weapon. So if you have a secondary ranged weapon or there's like a repair bot deployed, it's great. You'll be able to repair it or swap. But if not, you know, unlucky. The other like super important one is the mage class call. If it is a mage class call, I need all the mages to go. I'm not sure if it's far away or just out of line of sight, but it will cause mages to cast polymorph on friendly raid members. And we need them to definitely not be doing that. And, you know, it's just unlucky for mages. You won't be able to be, you know, cranking the boss if there's a mage class call because we can't have you polymorphing. So it's just run away until the class call's over. Shaman class call, I think, is the last, like, super important one. It'll spawn a bunch of hostile totems. And it is damage dealer's job to switch to them and kill them. They'll, like, spawn continuously for, like, 20 or 30 seconds. You gotta keep hitting them. Like, Wind Fury totem, Stone Shield totem, whatever totems. You just gotta blast them. I'm being told you can use Power Word Shield and Renew during the Priest class call. I'm hoping my priests know what that's about and, you know, don't kill me. Great. So the last thing that's going to happen is when he gets to about 30% health, all the Draconids that we killed in Phase 1 will be resurrected as skeletons. And since we killed them all right here, where Diamond is right now, they'll all be clumped up already. And they'll kind of run towards the raid like this. And that's when the mages and the Starfalls and all the other AoEs can just Giga Blast those things down. I don't know, Taiwan, if you can shockwave them or something, that would be super duper if you could do that. I don't know if they're immune to stun or not. Yeah, that's basically it. Does anyone have any questions about how this is gonna go? Yeah, Taiwan will handle AoE taunting and shield walling and shockwaving the ads, so they shouldn't be super dangerous, but we will need the DPS on them. Sweet. Okay, and we can unboon for this boss. I'm gonna unboon my buffs right now. This one I'm not really that afraid of, so, like, I'm not gonna get on your case if you don't want to unboon, but I'd like it if everyone unbooned, and we just made it nice and easy. I'm gonna hit a little food buff. And let's see, everyone has marked ready. So here's a pull 10. If you haven't unbooned yet, now's your chance to unboon.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Also, last chance, equip your Onyxia Cloak if it's not on already. Got the Blade Dance up, finally. This part, pretty easy, pretty chill. Not a whole lot is going on. In this part, actually, we can sometimes get a player mind controlled, and don't kill them if they get mind controlled, obviously. I feel like I have to say that every time there's a mind control mechanic, because someone always thinks it's funny to kill them. It is. You know what? They're not wrong. They were like, they said on voice, they're like, yeah, I mean, they always think that because it's true. It is funny. EFT mind control, please don't kill him. Hold off on the AoEs. He's getting low health, please. There we go. Nice. I don't even have the death counter because I disabled most of deadly boss mods. Yeah, Nefarian will do a yell eventually. I feel like we're getting close. This has gone on long enough. Okay, Simon's moving to tank position.
Courage begins to wane. Now, let's see how they contend with the true Lord of Blackrock Spire. Burn, wretches.
Ah, that Blade Flurry might have been early.
Your friends shall join.
Boss is on Simon. Simon's eating some nature damage. We'll need extra heals. Oh my god, I have no energy! Huge threat lead, though. Priest healing? Priests, stop healing. Rogue call gonna be spicy? Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. It just won't happen. That's the best way. It's just like time-lapse on Chromaggus. The best strategy is to just not have him do time-lapse. And then it's fine. You know? Think about that. Little fear. Warrior class call. They're all in Berserker stance. No problem. Okay, the most embarrassing part of this raid was when I didn't equip my Onyxia cloak on Ebonroc and Flamegor. But we all remember how embarrassing that was one last time and then never talk about it again. How about that? Can you guys, let's do that. Laugh at Simon one more time and then never again for forgetting to equip Onyxia cloak. Hunter weapons broken. Unlucky. Soon? He'll do like a yell or something. I thought it was 30, maybe it's 20%. Yeah, there it is. Rogue class call. Rogues are ported to the front, they'll be able to move soon. They'll be able to move again. Good. Good work. Reboot your buffs if you want to. Excellent work. Good try. I mean, we got a lot of Black Trial boss kills in here, so that was really good work. Cause you know we haven't done Black Trial in this group before. Didn't get the full clear. Such is life. Next time, probably next time that it's like the weekly rotation, we'll have a lot more gear, and I bet we can get through it next time. Do I want this ring? Not really. I don't think I even want that ring at all, honestly. Elementium band. Head of Nefarian. We do want Head of Nefarian. Alright, let's make the loot window big. Oh, that's the Head of Nefarian. Okay, never mind. We already used... Oh, man, that's a 99 roll out of 100. But there's a 101 roll from Rage Fury, so we're not getting that. We got our leg, which is good. If we end up with one more tier piece, it'd be super good. Wasted roll, unlucky. Yeah, dude. Imagine, dude, there could be tier pieces in the chest. How funny would it be if Blizzard made it the weekly trial black every week? I would be upset, dude. I've said it so many times before, I don't play this game for it to be difficult. I play it because it's easy and fun, and, like, this raid was, like, yeah, we made some progress, but, like, it wasn't as enjoyable as raids where we just blasted. I love it when we just get to blast and I don't have to worry so much. Let's see, did we track the 101 rolls? Let's see, what's the situation with Vaelestrasz? I know he was attempting to trade me back the shoulders that he won. He said he, already had them by mistake. He didn't know. And I told him to give him back to Gangletron. I don't know if we have a tracker for this. Gangle has been handling the loot. So, Gangle, you've been handling the loot. I will, leave it to you to determine what's going on here. I am not trying to get into the middle of this. I was not keeping track of who has used a 101 and who hasn't. So I don't know about that. Big loot drama, of course. Draconian robe. You're the judge now. Welcome to Raid Leader. I was just happy that, like, no one Hearthstoned out of the raid. Actually, I'm 50-50 on that. Because if someone did Hearthstone out of the raid attempting to save their buffs, I would have immediately kicked them. And I'd have felt satisfied at that point. But I'm happy that like, in some ways, that would have been satisfying to do. In other ways, it's like, I'm happy that didn't happen. I didn't have to kick anyone out for Hearthstoning out of the raid to, like, save their buffs or whatever. Your Elementium Band. What else is over here? Anything? Go down to 102 and show them what's up. Alright, it's the chest. Gangle's moving over to the chest now. All this loot is gone. Here we go. What is in the chest? Alright, we have to not look in that direction to not cause seizures. Triple? Yo! We might get one of those. Yo, okay. Okay, Primeval chest. Rolling on the first one. Okay, there's multiple people. Wait, hold on. Hold the phone here. I remember that 101 roll. Rage Fury, you already used your 101 on the head of Nefarian like 3 minutes ago. What? We have a bunch of pugs in here. Is that valid? Or Heart Striker. Okay, there might have been some confusion on ability to use multiple 101s, because when we had all guild runs, you would get 2 101s if you signed up and showed up. And then if you only showed up, you would get 1 101. I have the bracer already. I don't need the bracer. Duras, Edwalex, and Shweddy. Edwalex, Duras, Sweaty, they all used 101 rolls. Okay. Okay. They did all the chest armors in one roll. Okay. Sweet! That's it. Yeah, sweet. Good run. Good work, guys. Progressing through some of the Black Trial fights. Did what? What? I think when Phase 5 started, they changed up the loot rules in this guild to have the, like, multiple 101 rolls. And I thought it was just way too confusing. We don't get to raid if we don't bring pugs. Gotta give fair shot at loot. Alright, okay, no matter how that raid went, we, did actually encourage at least one person to join the guild that was, pug player for that, so I'm going to get them a quick copy, invite people, copy, there, give them an invite link. Okay, sweet. Alright. I think there was a bit of a miscommunication here. On whether you're supposed to be able to use 2 101 rolls or 1 101 roll, which was a complication that was introduced with the change to the guild's loot rules in Phase 5, where if we have my assumption was that this applied only to all guild raids, where you had 2 101 rolls if you both signed up and showed up on time. Otherwise, you would only have 1 101 roll. And there was a lot of confusion on, like, because the pugs don't have a chance to sign up, so it wouldn't be really a fair system for them. Right. So in my head, it made sense to me that, like, no one's getting double 101s if we're bringing pugs into the raid. But that was not clearly explained to other people, I guess. Oh well, let's go to Nefarian and let's get our tanking leggings, and then we'll put a tanking Zul'Gurub enchant on them, and then we'll be super cool. Okay? Nobody take note on who's rolling 101. Yeah, usually that's tracked, but I think maybe the people who normally do the work to track that was like, were like not here, or Gangle was handling the loot, and Gangle has said a few times, nobody won 2 items with 101 rolls like this. So no one double 101 and won a second item. So, while it may not have been explained perfectly, there was some confusion. No one actually, like, cheesed the loot system. Check his bags. Empty your pockets, sir. This is the 101 police. Empty your pockets. We need to see what raid loot you're carrying right now. The 101 loot system, as some of you guys are asking, I'll explain it. It's basically an item drops. You can roll out of 100 for your main spec. You can roll out of 99 for your off spec. Any 100 roll wins it over any 99 roll, right? Regardless of the value of the roll, right? That's the priority system. A 101 roll is a priority above main spec. You can choose to roll 101 on an item as well. And if you roll 101, that's a priority level above the main spec 100 roll. Once you win an item with a 101 roll, you are not allowed to do another 101 roll. If you roll and lose, you can roll 101 again. Okay. What do you have for sale? Okay, I believe we're... Let me double check the gear list that I have here. Just to be 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I'm taking the DPS pants. I'm taking the Core Forged pants. I picked the... I mean, I need this one also, but I thought I was going to go for the DPS one. Good thing I double-checked. We'll get the correct one now. It's Core Forged... Let's see, where's Core Forged Draconic... High avoidance set. So we want Draconic, Core Forge, Draconic Boot. Okay, that's where we want that. That's fine. We'll pick this. It's still good. We got our tier piece. It's fine. I just didn't remember exactly which one goes where. Okay, so we are going for the tank set, and then we're going to Core Forge it and put the tank enchant on it. Right, so we start with the Draconic tank set, Bloodfang leg guards for primeval leggings, and then we go this way over to Molten Core, go into Molten Core, and we Core Forge it by just talking to Duke Hydraxis. Slow fall. Will be going backstab on any of your revs? Yes. I just got enough gear. Oh my god. Damn it, I'm already saved to Molten Core. I have to go all the way in to go to Duke Hydraxis all the way over here. God damn it. Slow fall item is called Filled Festive Mug. You can only get it during 4th of July, New Year's, and Lunar New Year's. Otherwise, you can't get it. TP, yeah, but I can't teleport all the way to Ragnaros, I'm pretty sure. So I just have to teleport to, Gehennis and then run a little bit. Alright. Okay, Core Forge, Bloodfang, leg guards. Check it one more time before we full commit. Core Forged is what's in the set. It's in the balanced set too, I assume. Yeah, okay. That's what we're doing. Core Forged, Bloodfang, leg guards. Boom. Get. Hearthstone. A port to Rag was just too much, yeah.